Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another motivational and informational video so we can change energies and raise frequencies to help make this world a better place, to help make our world a better place, to help make this world a better place. Yes. If you're new here, my name is Tashana, and I'm the founder of The Chosen One's Love. We give out motivational, inspirational, and informational videos as much as we can to help raise energies, frequencies, and vibrations, to change mentalities, and yes, help make our world a better place. How y'all doing today? I hope good. There's no reason not to be. I'm doing good. Yes, I am. I'm always doing good. God is so good, y'all. The Creator is so good. Today's video is about being a bad vessel. It's about being a bad parent. You can't use the excuse over and over and over again that you weren't taught this specific information to make you do better, because you can ultimately learn that information to do better. You can't keep using the excuse, I'm stuck in my ways. That's only an excuse saying that you're not worth the change. You're not worth me doing better. You're not worth me learning better to treat you better. So you're not worth me trying to change myself to keep you in my life. That's all you're saying to the person, which is another slap in the face. Stop saying that this is the way my parents raised me. This is all I know. Again, that's another excuse to keep yourself down, to keep yourself in a low place, to keep yourself outdated. You have to understand, with the time moving forward, times are changing. Things are getting introduced into our grid every single day. New energies, new vibrations, new frequencies every single day. So to stay outdated is only hindering yourself. It's only hindering yourself. You have to understand, you did not ask to be here, but neither did your kids. Neither did the babies that came into this world because of you doing things that you, one, either shouldn't have no business doing. Two, you weren't looking at the responsibility that it takes to do that deed in action, or what comes from that deed in action. Or three, you simply were just not ready to be a parent, to be a vessel. But you were either pushed into that role early on, or you went into that role early on because you did not know better, or you chose to put yourself into an act and just didn't know the consequences or the responsibility that it takes doing that act. So again, more and likely, being a bad parent and a bad vessel is because you just don't want to learn the information to do better. And that's no excuse. Stop trying to be in your children's life if all you're doing is trying to tear them down or to keep them in an outdated mind frame that you have. Understand that your kids are growing up in a new era, a new time, a new way, a new life, and they can teach you. You're never too old to learn. And that's some of y'all old school mentalities keeping you held back because you think that you know it all. Or you think that them my kids, they can't teach me nothing. You can learn a whole brand new life from your kids, a whole brand new way from your kids. You can learn how to love from your kids, because you never received that. You don't have it in you. So just because you don't have it in you don't mean your kid ain't developed those very characteristics that you don't have in you. And because they develop them, they can be the teacher. You can be the student. You're never too old to learn. That's people's issues and people's problems these days. They think they're too old to learn, or they think they're too good to learn, or they just think they simply know it all. I never stop reading. I let my kids teach me things on a daily basis. I let my kids tell me when I'm wrong, or I let my kids correct me when I think I'm right, because you're never too old to learn. So if you, as a parent, as a vessel, do not have a good relationship with your kids, more than likely it's because you are a bad vessel or a bad parent. You did not take your parenting seriously. You did not take being a vessel through the Creator, through God, seriously. You have the ability to lead your kid, to teach your kid in the way they must go, and they will never depart from that. But if your kid sees that the way that you are teaching them is not righteous, because they got a hold of or been around a righteous person, and they know that it's different type of energies out here that can sustain them or push them forward when you are not doing so, they will leave from around you, or they will not accept your teachings, or they would veer far away from you and go their own way and path in life, because you are failing them as a parent, because you are failing them as a vessel. And then you have a nerve to step up every time they do something good, or they make or they move a mountain, or they complete a task or a goal of their checklist. You as a bad parent or vessel want to come up and take responsibility for that, or try to take the congratulations for something that they earned. Again, bad parenting, bad being a vessel. You can do better, be better, feel better, understand better, know better, learn better, feel better, all by taking an example of who you want to be, or where you want to be, or where you want to go, looking at that example and mimicking those and learning from those. But it's the ones that's stuck in their ways, these old schools, these OGs that don't want to learn, that don't want to change, that don't want to do better, which is hindering your legacy. It's hindering your own energy, frequencies, and vibrations from growing. So then why would your kids want to stay by those negative energies? Want to indulge with you doing negative things, watching you hurt yourself, watching you stay stagnant, complacent, in the same way, in the same energy, watching you causing yourself insanity, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and again, thinking you're going to get different results, and you're not going to, doing the same thing over and over and again. That's why your kids move from around you. That's why your kids don't want to be by you. That's why your kids don't want to be in your life, because they see, based off of your energy, frequencies, and vibrations, that you have not changed. It don't matter what you have in the physical, all the materialistic things that you have. These kids in this new generation are starting to understand energy, are starting to understand quantum physics, are starting to be awakened to the reality of our lives. And if you become awakened, you understand that people choose to stay where they are. They choose to stay in lower energies, frequencies, and vibrations. They choose to be evil. They choose to be nothing. They choose to have lack of. They choose to still be slaves. They choose to be poor. People are choosing these things. We live in a world today, in a country today, where you can have anything that you want to have, be anything that you want to be, go anywhere where you want to go. We have freedom because of the Creator, because of God, and ultimately because the United States of America made the Democratic Republic for everybody to have freedom. You guys have the life that you have today because of this country, and this country being a superpower. It is the country that is showing countries all around the world how to push forward and strive forward and change and do better and grow, and what real freedom is. I'm not saying we're the best country in the world, but I'm not saying we're the most evil and weak country in the world. We are leading because we balanced good and evil here. That's why we are leading, because there's good and evil here, but you have to choose which side you want to be on. Because when the Creator comes back, the Creator is only coming back for the righteous. No matter if you're woke, no matter if you're illuminated, no matter if you're unlimited, if you are not righteous, you will not go with heaven. You will not go with the Creator. You will not move with God. So being a bad parent is just an excuse. It's an excuse to keep yourself down. Being stuck in your ways is just an excuse. You could do better for your kids. There's no reason why we should have little boys and little girls growing up without two parents, whether those parents are together or not. There should be co-parenting. It is a thing. But when you have evil people out here that don't want to see nobody do better than them, just want to keep people down, want to keep people stagnant and complacent because that's how they are, they tend to leak that energy onto their kids. And these kids have nobody to defend them. So y'all wondering why the government had to get people involved, because these lower energies, frequencies, and vibrations, these people, these bad vessels, these bad apples, these bad seeds, causing people to stay in evilness, into low mindsets. And you can't get nowhere with a low mindset. It is up to the dad to teach the daughter how to be treated first by anybody. It is up for the mom to teach the sons how to be treated first by anybody. It is up for the parents to be the providers and the nurturers for these kids so they can grow great self-esteem, great confidence, great athleticism, great leisure skills, great communication skills, great positivity skills, great joy, great happiness, great love. It's up to the parents. So if you did not receive that from your parent, don't go rush and start a family if you're not willing to heal yourself first, because then you'll just bleed all over the kids that are meant to move and push your legacy forward. But if those kids can't move and push your legacy forward because they have no legacy that they were born into, they break away, they break free from their lower energies, frequencies, and vibrations, that lower mess, and they create their own families and to create their own lives. And they know that they can't deposit excuses. So they do the work to heal from all the traumas that you bad parents put in their way, put in their life, put into their program and conditioning. They remove themselves from your matrix and start their own life on this grid with positivity in forefront, with righteousness first. With all that being said, I hope y'all gained some very valuable information from this video. Choose righteousness. Choose righteousness over anything before you decide to become a parent. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed evening. Mwah!